it said set for 6:11. Apparently I had it set for that time, but I had no intention of going live at that time. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for a few people to come in. You see, I've got my Papa Smurf now, ready for my Papa Smurf video. The pink elephant fell into my lap. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I might do something, but right now I'm just gonna fix him. He needs a repair job. Anyway, I guess I'll give it a second, see if anyone joins me. I'm like talking to no one right now, which is totally fine. I'm fine with my channel being super small. I don't need a bunch of people. So it says I have 3 people in here now, so I guess I'll get started. So, yeah, I was gifted these Confederate soldiers. I kept saying, no, I don't want them. No, I don't want them. No, I don't want them. But then an elderly family member who bought them at a yard sale like in the 70s gifted them to me anyway. So I was asking my squirrels what I should do with them, and they said I should either donate them to a museum of hate or destroy them. But they are cast iron. There's no way to destroy them, or no way that I can do to destroy them. And then, like, donate them to a museum of hate. I think that was meant as a joke. They wouldn't want them. They're really heavy to mail. Anyway, I thought it'd be fun to repaint them. Make them Union soldiers, paint them blue. And I was hoping I could get some of you guys to join me so we could chat about some of the shenanigans going on in SPTV. It's like, okay, my opinion on that counts for absolutely nothing, especially as an armchair observer and only getting partial information. So my opinion is just my opinion, and it's an ignorant opinion. Like I said, I only have half the information. But yeah, I thought maybe we could chat about some of what's going on, some of what you guys are thinking and feeling about all of it. I have nothing but love for all parties involved. I hope they can all get the personality conflicts ironed out and weed out any issues. You know, I don't expect that to happen overnight, though. And there's always going to be personality conflicts, right? Anyway, let's just start. I'm not expecting a bunch of people, and I don't think there's anybody here. But I'm just going to start. We're just going to rewrite history, so to speak. Going to make these Union soldiers. So I have mineral spirits. I've already shaken it up, but it says shake well, so it doesn't hurt to shake it a little more. Oh, I meant to get a jar to put this in, and I did not. Hello, whoever's here. Feel free to chat. Let's chat about some of this crap that's going on. It's just a real shit show right now. And there's a lot to talk about. People have a lot of feelings about what's going on. Anyway, these were gifted to me. I didn't want them. I said repeatedly, I don't want them. And they were given to me anyway, and dropped off by an elderly family member that I just finally said, okay, thank you, and took them. Because, you know, told them 5 times, I don't want them, I don't want them, I don't want them. And somehow they still landed on my doorstep. And once they're in a box being handed to you at your doorstep, you just like, okay, thank you. So especially for someone who's like 85, you're just like, okay. So I thought it would be fun to turn them into Union soldiers. Since they're virtually indestructible, I can't just like destroy them. I guess I could sell them for the value of the metal, but it's just cast iron. It's not like a valuable metal. And they're not valuable antiques. They're probably a pair, because it's only a part of the set. There's 6 in the set altogether. There's a Confederate soldier, Confederate general, and a Confederate drummer. And then there's also a Union soldier, a Union general, and a Union drummer. And I guess someone wanted the Union guys and maybe the Confederate drummer or whatever. And then they sold these two at their yard sale, and my elderly relative bought them years ago, back in the 70s. And anyway, again, they kept trying to push them on me. I kept telling them no, and then they wound up in my possession regardless of what I said because, that's how 85-year-old people do it. They either forget or they just do what they damn well want. I'm not sure which it is, but I thought it'd be fun to paint them. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about how people are feeling about what's going on in the SPTV community. My opinion is valueless. I'll say that right up front. I'm only getting partial stories like you all are. So, take from that what you will. I don't have any more information than you guys do, and I think a lot of it's just personality conflicts that will resolve themselves in no time at all, and probably best to leave out any interference. But if you guys want to chat about some of it, we can. While I paint these guys, change them to Union soldiers. I know a lot of people are probably cringing, thinking that's a desecration, but it's what I've decided to do. I'm going to make them Union soldiers because I don't want them as Confederate soldiers. A little insight about me. My family fought on the side of the Union. And I didn't want these, but I was gifted them anyway, so let's just have some fun with it. Make them into Union soldiers. I can't see any chat. That's weird. It's going to annoy the crap out of me if you guys don't chat or if I just can't see the chat. I don't know what's worse. Oh, there's Papa. Papa, did you see? My Papa Smurf came in the mail. So I'm going to be doing a Papa Smurf video. I haven't really had the desire to do any videos in this past week with all the shit show going on. Woohoo! Hi, Cricket. Yeah, I've been really upset about all the shit that's going on, and I thought I'm probably not the only one, and probably other people want to talk about it too. Again, my opinion is very ill-informed, and I'll be the first to say that. I don't know but what you guys know. But we could still talk about how we feel about it, right? I'm not very good at this. Probably need a darker blue. I have some black. Where did I put the black? Add a little black in to darken it up. There it is. Some black to make it a darker blue. We gotta get the little seal off. I'm remaining neutral in all the shit show antics. Exactly. I happen to have love and respect for all parties involved, so I'm trying to remain neutral too. But that doesn't mean we don't have an opinion or two here and there. We just have to give everyone grace and be careful about our opinions and give everyone the benefit of the doubt and acknowledge the fact that our opinions are merely just our ignorant opinions, that we don't have the full information. None of us do. Not even the parties involved have the full information. A lot of it's feeling and stress. A lot of them were under a lot of stress and were exhausted. And when you're that close to something, feelings get involved. But I have a lot of love and respect for all this party. This sort of thing happens often in activist groups. I saw it in queer politics in the 90s. What someone rightly pointed out, there was no internet then. Yeah, my opinions have caused shit as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Papa. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. One thing I will say, which is probably sticking my neck out more than I should, I don't know what was going on with Selfless Self and the mods or DOA and the mods. I only know partial stories about that. I'm Irish and can't zip it antics. I feel that. I'm a blabbermouth. I can't zip it either, Papa. Just gonna say how I feel uh, when I feel I should. And the thing about the mods, I kind of feel I should because both the mods, excuse me, that were called into question are my mods. And I've talked to them on the phone, and I didn't see any shenanigans going on with them that would make them viable for getting canceled like they did. And so I think a lot of that is just misunderstanding. And my opinion is if you don't like them as a mod, unmod them. What anyone else decides to do with them or if to make them their mods, that's their choice and that's, their call. Why do you give a shit what mod someone else has? But anyway, that's just my opinion on that. I happen to like Ellie and Jinwell, and they're my mods. Although, like I even need mods. I have 12 people here. I don't need a mod. But I have talked to them on the phone. I do value them. I saw them doing good work. Did they do things that weren't good? Maybe. I don't know. And maybe they should be canceled for some people as mods, but I know the people that had them as other people that had them as mods appreciated and enjoyed them. So who are you to tell someone else who they can and can't mod for? But as for the rest of it, I think it's just a lot of stress involved, a lot of personality conflict, a lot that will heal on its own in a matter of days, probably, as everyone gets a little distance and time away from it and some time to reflect and rest. Who knows? Who knows? Keeping out of that, though, I I like all the parties involved. That's it's like when your friends fight. What side do you take? You can't. You like them both. They're all your friends. I just accidentally put black there. It's way too dark. Oh well, I'm gonna paint over the yellow. I'll repaint the yellow later. I don't even know if the Union soldier has yellow bands. I'm not gonna worry about it though, because basically I'm desecrating. I'm ruining these. But I don't care. I didn't want them as Confederate soldiers, so I'm just making them Union soldiers. Sorry if that offends anyone who has family that fought on the side of the Confederacy, but these aren't valuable antiques. And I didn't want them as Confederate soldiers. Just waiting on an update on Nance as she was in court today. Last info was 9:30 a.m. Chicago time. So that was 12:30 my time, I believe, or 11:30. I'm not sure if it's 2 hours or 3 hours difference. I think it's 3 hours. But yeah, that would be great to get an update on Nancy. I quite like Nancy. And I hope, yeah, I picked the black again. This black and this blue, I need a light on. They're just like muddied into each other, and I can't see what's what, but I don't really care. I just want to get, I just wanted to change these guys up. I was even thinking maybe I'd paint them green or purple and really not give a F. But yeah, see, it's black. It's too black. Let me add some more of this blue. I'm wasting so much paint. I'm putting way more paint out than these two little statues need. I don't know when you guys got here, but these were gifted to me even though I repeatedly said I didn't want them. But, it was a quite elderly relative, and once they were literally standing at my door with them in a box, said, "Here, I brought you some things." I just said thank you. I didn't want to keep saying, I don't want them, I don't want them, because I'd already done that 5 times. And I don't know if they just forgot or didn't want to hear it, because I feel like sometimes they're like, oh, I know better than you. So I'm going to, because I'm older, so I'm just going to give them to you anyway. And that's what they did. They gave them to me anyway. So I thought, well, let's have fun with them. Let's paint them. Let's make them Union soldiers. My family fought on the side of the Union, so I wasn't thrilled to get Confederate soldiers. If your family fought on the side of the Confederacy, I'm sorry if this offends you. You should be just as proud of them, I guess, as I am of the Union side. Everyone had different reasons for being in the war, but my family fought on the side of the North. Very proudly, and would roll over in their grave if they saw I had Confederate soldiers on my shelf. So I thought, well, let's make these Union soldiers. I don't know. Like I thought about trying to sell them on eBay, but they're cast iron. They're heavy as sin, and they're so cheap. I would hardly make any money for them, and it'd be so expensive to ship because of them being so heavy that it wouldn't be worth the cost of shipping them because they're not very valuable. And you can pick them up. I've seen lots of them around. There's lots of them on eBay for sale, and they're only like $15 each, $10 each. If I had the full set, oh, I picked the black again. If I had the full set, they'd be worth a lot more, but I don't. I just have the 2. There's 6 in the set. There's 3 Confederates and 3 Union, and I just have these 2 Confederates, and I'm making them change sides to be Union. So yeah, that's the only real point I wanted to make, was the whole mod thing. It's like, I never saw them do anything that warranted how they were treated. And I'm probably missing a lot of the story, but that's just my uneducated opinion. It's like, if you have a problem with them, unmod them. But if someone else is using them and the problem isn't significant, then I don't know. Let them pick their own mods. Let them make their own decisions. Anyway, I got one guy here looking like a Union soldier now. I'm gonna have to touch him up, but he works for me for now. That's the general. Let's do the soldier. And as for the other players, again, I think a lot of that's stress, exhaustion, personality conflicts, and honestly, they'll work it out. They'll work it out. And I have love for all the parties involved, so kind of keeping neutral. I think things were handled poorly, again, mostly due to exhaustion and stress. I was really sorry to hear DOA had a car crash, but honestly, I wasn't surprised. A, he was under so much stress and he's exhausted. But B, I was watching a lot of his lives over the weekend, and he was reading his comments and chat while driving, and I was thinking yesterday, gosh, he's going to get in an accident if he keeps that up. So it wasn't a surprise to me when he got in an accident. I was sad about it, though, and I'm glad he's okay. It's a shame about his van, but I'm sure he'll be able to replace anything. At least he wasn't hurt. Or at least he doesn't appear to be hurt, so that's really good news. I should mention Tony and Natalie, too. My heart goes out to them. They're such a lovely couple. They're such beautiful people, and just they work so well together. And Tony's amazing, and Natalie's amazing, and I just wish them happiness and healing. And I feel really bad about their situation. They're amazingly strong together, and if anything should happen, it's going to be quite a loss to all of us, but especially, of course, poor Natalie and her family. Gosh, I can't talk about that too much. It might make me start crying because it's so sad. Hopefully, hopefully we find out more about Nancy soon. Nancy. I never know how she prefers it said. I think she answers to either, but I don't know what her preference is. That's crazy that her lawyer wasn't notified and that they found it at like the 11th hour. Imagine if if her lawyer hadn't found that. They could have arrested her for something as stupid as Chadwick brushing up against her. She didn't even move. He moved into her, and she's the one charged with assault. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyone have any good topics they want to talk about? Throw it in the chat. How do you guys feel about me doing this? Is this a total desecration in your eyes, or is this funny, or are you all for it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter what anyone thinks. I mean, I'm curious though. Doesn't matter, A, because it's already happening, and B, they're mine. It's their mine to do with however I see fit, and this made me happy to change it. I know it doesn't change history, but it almost feels like it. Making these Confederates join the Union. I'm in Ireland, so it's me. It's whatever to me. Yeah. Well, like I said, my family actually fought for the Union. And I can't imagine my I don't know how many grandfather would like me having Confederate soldiers on my bookshelf when he fought for the Union. So I'm unionizing them. Pretty sloppily, too, I must say. I'm not doing the best job. I'm going to have to retouch the other paint after this dries, and maybe that'll smarten them up, neaten it up a bit. But yeah, Papa, I got my Papa Smurf in the mail. So I'm just waiting on one more prop for you for the Papa Smurf video. I still don't really know what the spiel is going to be, but I'm thinking I'm going to have Xenu interview Papa Smurf in his studio. Because you're not a protester as far as like out of the Scientology building, although I could make the Papa Smurf puppet do that, or doll, as it were. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about getting Xenu. You don't want Xenu, or you do? My Xenu's nice. He won't be mean to you, Papa. So, yeah, I'm doing this really sloppy, but I'm gonna not worry about it too much. I'll just go over it with the other colors once I'm done. Because, it doesn't really matter if I alter that once I've already done this much. What's one more thing changed on them? I wonder how the relative who gave them to me would feel. I don't think I'm even going to tell them. But they should have known I would do something like this. I think they gave them to me thinking, well, she can sell them on eBay or something. But they're so heavy, they're not worth shipping. They're not worth what little I would get selling them on eBay. They're not worth that much. There's too many of them out there, and then they're so expensive to ship that it wouldn't be worth my time. It's actually quicker and easier to make them Union soldiers. Yeah, he's coming along okay. Just have to cover up the gray. I probably should have used a finer lined pen. Not pen. Brush. But I didn't. I should have. But I didn't. It was sad not having a mod issues. Yeah, did we want to talk about that some more? I was just going to say it was sad not having, just to finish that sentence, not having Natalie this morning or having someone do a show for her channel for her. It was sad. I can't imagine what she's going through right now. The mod issues, yeah, I don't doubt Selfless had a reason to be mad. I don't think he would just be mad for nothing. And he's entitled to his opinion, and he's entitled to feel the way he felt about Ellie adding new mods in. I'm sure she had a reason and thought it was fine to do, and it was people she trusted. But Selfless didn't like it, and it's his channel, and he unmodded. Totally fine with that. Do that. Do that. If that's your channel and that's how you feel about that mod and you don't want them, do it. But that doesn't mean she's not a good mod, and that doesn't mean other people don't value her and shouldn't be allowed to use her. And I don't think Selfless was necessarily saying that. He was just airing his grievances on the matter. And I do 100% believe his car was stolen. I saw the video when he got the car back and he went through it. It was pretty obvious to me his car was stolen. But I really don't want to talk too much about the content creators. I think that's just a lot of personality conflicts again that will resolve themselves in time. They're fighting for a common cause, and once they re-hone their sights on that, they'll be a unified group again. It's just right now they're all so exhausted, and there's just so much stress and tension going on with so much going on that they've lost focus a bit on that. But I have no doubt that they'll rectify things and refocus before you know it. So it's really, it's like if you're friends with a couple and they start fighting, but you like both people in the couple, don't get involved. Don't say anything about the personalities or he did this or she did that. Because and just, it will say Osa Scienta, this protester in house fighting. Yeah, well, like in a matter of a week or something, they're all going to be best friends again and everything's going to be worked out. And then you're going to be the shithead who said something bad about someone. And I do have love for all the parties involved and admire the work they do. So I'm not here to judge them or second guess them. I just wanted to say how I felt about the mod thing, though, because I really appreciate Ellie and Jen well, and I appreciated the work that they do. And I felt like they were unjustly targeted in this situation. If you don't like them as mods, don't have them as your mods. And feel free to tell another person that what they did and that you don't like them. But that doesn't mean they have to unmod them because you had an issue. As I said, I have put my 2 cents in, so probably get backlash after true mod word ends. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm worried about that too. But I'm not monetized, and I said up front, this is just my opinion. It's just my ignorant opinion. I don't have all the information. This is just my opinion on the whole mod thing. As far as DOA and Jay goes, I have so much love and respect for them and all of the protesters that I just wouldn't want to upset any of them. And I really think they'll get it sorted. Boy, those look crappy. First of all, his chest is almost black, and this is like a much lighter blue. I'll do another layer once they dry, and then touch up the areas like the boots and the belts and the buttons that I overpainted. But I'm happy with them. I like them better as Union soldiers. I think my dead relative that fought for the Union would be pleased. Oops. Just trying to add some more blue into this, but I guess it's pointless. It's just making it sloppy. I'll just have to wait till it dries and add more blue in. Actually, I think it's a pretty good blue now. If I could get these darker. And I'm glad DOA's okay from his accident. Is it war for independence or civil war? Civil war. So the North against the South. War of Independence would have looked much different, much more different than this. And yeah, what is your stance on the whole whole England thing? I don't know. I'm afraid to ask you. Ugh, I just stuck my hand right in his paint. Yep, I ruined his pants. Let me fix his pants. I've been wanting to do this for a while. One, talk about the thing, but I mean, paint these. Don't ask antics, jeez. I know, I know. I didn't really expect you to answer, because I know that's a very rough topic for your part of the world. But, yeah, I had relatives fight in the Revolutionary War against the English, too. But that was an awfully long time ago. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I guess you'd say. I don't know if that really applies, so that might have been a silly thing to say. Anyway, I think they're done. I have done them as much as I'm going to do right now, and then I'll touch them up later, and meanwhile, clean my paintbrush. This old queen can't get used to the new king. I know. I know. I saw a thing on Elizabeth the other day with her service in the car infantry or whatever for World War II, and it made me a little nostalgic for her. I missed her. Not gonna lie. Although I can't say I'm a royalist. Not that anyone asked me. I'm not a big royalist, but that doesn't mean I don't have some appreciation or respect for them in some ways. But yeah, King Charles, that still hasn't sunk in yet, I don't think. Hums and doesn't listen. Herm. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you, Papa, by saying I'm not a royalist? Sorry. Pores. his beer. Yeah, you know, honestly, again, I'm extremely ignorant when it comes to the politics of England and Ireland. I'm only English by ancestry, not my call about the royals. No, neither am I. LOL. Yeah, I'm extremely ignorant. I will be the first to tell you that. I don't know enough about it, any of it. I've kept out of it, and I'm speaking out of complete ignorance and lack of information. Same with the SPTV. I just know, what I felt about the mods, and I know that I care about the people concerned and the rest of it. But I'm extremely ignorant, and I'll be the first to tell you that. I only know what little I saw and watched, and I don't believe everything I see and watch. Let me hear my Irish accent. Oh, I don't know if I can. Let me think. Oh, no. I need to practice more. You'll hear it when I do the video. But I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, Papa. How am I supposed to make him sound like you? I don't even know what you sound like. Here. Meh. There's Papa Smurf. Yeah, I don't even know what you sound like. Oh, I'm getting paint on me now. I don't want to get paint on my Papa Smurf, though, so I'm going to lean him back. Yeah, look. I'm painted. I'm a painted woman now. You've made me a harlot. You've made me a painted woman, Papa. Get his elbow where I washed it off. Like, Jamie Doman. Dornan? I can't read it. Who is that? I wish you could, jump on here and tell me. Do you want to do a, remote and get on my stream so that I can hear what you have to say about Jamie? I still have my Papa Smurf Big Throwdown record. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical, Cricket. Out of 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, yeah, I did not watch that. It's not my thing. S&M's not my thing. And, yeah, I just wasn't into it. I never saw it. I'm sure it's good. A lot of people loved it, so it's got to be pretty good. It just didn't appeal to me. Smurf, not Smurf. Did I say it funny? I'm thirsty. I probably slubbed it when I was trying to say it. Smurf. Out of the series The Fall. Yep, no clue. No clue. I didn't see the series The Fall. Yeah. These guys are so beat up. When I repaint them, should I fix the dings or should I just, you wrote it wrong. Oh, okay. I still don't know what you're talking about, but, I don't think I should, because I don't think I should make them new. I think I should actually rough up the blue to match the rest of it, being a little roughed up. What do you guys think? I have all the props ready for my next look up Dornan. I will, because I feel really, really ignorant right now. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to have to look it up on YouTube. Okay. I will look that up after I get off, Papa. I promise. Because I hate being left out of the loop or being ignorant on something that someone thinks is of value of talking about. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, I have all the props and everything ready for my next part of the interview with 86 GOP. The fall series is the best. Okay, I'll look it up. Papa. Dornan, The Fall. To get the accent. Oh, great idea. Thank you. That's an excellent point. I'll still sound terrible. I'll still butcher the accent. Fair warning. But that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So, okay, back to the 86 GOP interview. I have that ready to go. But with everything that was going on, I just needed a few days off. I watched all the shenanigans that I could, all the DOAs. I watched Jay's. I watched a number of them. I'm not even going to name them all, but those are the main ones anyway. And I just needed some time to think about it and digest it. I watched Becky's. I tried to hear a lot of different sides to it. And I think it's just stress and personality conflicts, and they'll get it sorted and get back to the common cause of taking down Scientology. It's just, I mean, this is what Scientology wants, right? They want us to be splintered and fighting and detached. So it's like best to ignore it and not participate in it and refuse to cooperate with what they want, because it's exactly what they want. I talked to Becky on the phone. It's on Danny's Live the night before she got shunned. Oh, I heard something about that. She mentioned you, but I didn't remember. I couldn't tell you exactly what it was. So you talked on Danny's Live, but you talked on the phone to Becky. So, I mean, if you're brave enough to, I listen to a lot too, even with that, it's still muddy, confusing. Exactly, exactly. And I have respect for all parties involved. And so it's like, I don't think I should wade into this water. It's murky waters. I don't know what's in there. And I don't know what to believe on it. And I think that's a lot of it is stress and lack of communication. That will get ironed out once people are rested and communicating. My voice is on Danny's Live. Oh, I'll have to listen to it. I'll have to try to find it. Which one is it? I watched all of Danny's, I thought. Oh, his call-in show that he did. I heard you were on that, but I didn't actually watch that one. Okay, so I'll have to go back and find that one. I'll definitely listen to that. Back to the 86 GOP thing. I have all the props ready. I just needed a break from it. I needed to like digest some of this shit show. And I was just feeling so disgusted with everything and everyone and all that was happening. I just didn't have it in me to do it. Be right back. Okay, Papa. And also, I just didn't feel my joke was landing right. It's like if your joke's not landing right, maybe you should rewrite the script. I don't see anything to be gained by bad mouthing. Oh, it was back. Did I badmouth somebody? I hope I didn't. If I did, please take it with a pinch of salt that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about and I don't know enough about the situation. And I didn't mean to be bad mouthing anyone. If you're talking about some of the other people bad mouthing people, I agree with you, but I understand people be peopling. People have a lot of emotion. No, I'm speaking about myself, not you. Oh, okay. Well, I know, I understand why some of them do it. They're just like so caught up in it and they have such high emotions and they're exhausted and they're putting so much work into everything. And, I mean, kudos to them for all they're taking on. And it's only natural that there's going to be conflicts that arise when you have that many different personalities and that many it takes a certain type of person. Thank you. I hope so. I'm trying to be because I do care about everybody. It takes a certain type of person though to step up and what's the word I'm looking for? To be bold enough to step up and involve yourself face to face. It takes a confident, aggressive, strong person. And when you have the whole room full of confident, aggressive, strong people, it's sort of like just too many alphas and not enough betas. So, yeah, there's going to be conflicts. It's just natural. I hope they work it out soon, though. I'd rather them go back to the task at hand. Can I send you the link of me talking? Oh, yes, do, please. I have an email if I can find it. Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be great. My email is anticsofamama squirrel, all one word, at proton.me. So, Antics of a Mama Squirrel, all one word, at proton.me. So feel free to email me. We can chat. I don't get a lot of email in that box, so I'm sure to see it. I mean, look, I have 5 people here now. I don't exactly have a big following. So I will see it. I'm drinking, so wish me luck to remember it. Good luck, Papa. But you're only drinking beer, right? You're only drinking harp. So you should be okay. I went to Padres baseball game the other day, and I had a beer. And I drink from time to time, but I don't usually drink beer. Yeah, I had a beer, but I had a local beer. I think it was called Surf Punk, because California, Southern California, San Diego, surfing, and I think it was called Surf Punk was the name. It was a lager, and I went to the baseball game with my squirrels. We had a lot of fun, and squirrels had a beer. I had a beer. It was good. It was a good game. The Padres were playing the Mariners, and the Mariners got slaughtered. Padres won 13-1. So it was a fun game. We had a good time. And yeah, I guess that's it. My statues are done. Try some harp. $9 there for a 4-pack. English beer's good, though I'm an alcoholic person, so I just admire it from afar. That sounds like a good plan. That sounds like what you should stick to, Cricket. Yeah, I can be obsessive about things, so I get that. I've had harp. I had harp when I was in Ireland, Papa. I did go to Ireland, but I only went to Cork. It was only in Southern Ireland. And I did have harp there for sure. And have I had it here? I'm sure I must have, especially at like some St. Patty's Day party back east when I was younger. But it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've had harp. I don't drink beer hardly ever anymore, though. So that would be a good reason why I haven't had harp. Anyway, judge your mods for yourself. Figure out who you want to keep and who you don't want to keep, and don't let someone else dictate that to you. Now, if they have, ooh, I'm in the North Antics, but it's a political thing, as you know. Yeah, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I just know when I went to Ireland, my dad was concerned because of the things he had heard. And I was like, Dad, I'm way down in this very most southern part. I'll be fine. So, I don't know if that was on screen. My mom sent me a message. I'm going to put it on mute. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. Just I don't usually drink beer. Thanks for the nice chat. Good on you for painting over the Confederacy. I know, I thought about making them purple or green or polka dots, but then I thought, well, then what would I do with them? They'd just be ridiculous. So I thought, well, I'll make them Union, and I can use them as bookends, which is what they're supposed to be used for. Gosh, I hate when I lose my thought like that. Now I feel like I've started to say something and I forgot what it was and I didn't finish it. Was it about beer or Ireland? I don't know. But I guess I'll watch this on the replay and put it in the comments, because that's the kind of person I am. I will I will want to finish the sentence, whatever it was. All right, guys, thanks for showing up. Oh, I know, I was talking about the mods. Yeah, so, if you have an issue with a mod, feel free to share it with another creator and tell them what your issue is. But that doesn't mean that that creator is going to have an issue with what happened or with that mod. And if they want to keep that person as their mod, that's their choice. That's their channel and it's their chat. just like DOA can get feisty in his chat. I always defended him on that, even though he muted me twice, once for asking how LA Cam was doing, and once I have and didn't go down well. Oh, sorry, Papa. Once for asking how LA Cam was doing. I got muted for, not talking about another creator, even though I didn't say anything bad. I just said, how is LA Cam doing? And then the other time I asked you if he had seen my video, and I got muted for that because you're talking about my channel. So, but when you only, at that time, I only had like 30 subscribers. It wasn't even, I just wanted to see if he had seen it. So anyway, he gets feisty, and I've always defended him for that because his channel, his chat, his rules. Who cares how other people decide to do their business? And apparently on Jay's channel, it was Jay's channel, Jay's chat, Jay's rules. And DOA got muted or something, and Selfless Self got muted. I don't really know the whole spiel, but give everyone the same grace that you want them to give you about your chat, your channel, and your mods. They can choose what mods they want for whatever they want. If you don't like it, unsubbed from DOA. Yeah, I can understand. I think he's going through a lot. He's under a lot of stress and he's exhausted. And he reacted emotionally because he was feeling powerless and some of the restraining order and having to leave the encampment, which was all his work. He put so much work and dedication into that, guys. I'm sure it had to have been a little heartbreaking for him to watch it go into other hands and have things not run the way he wanted it to. So he's been very up in his feels about it, and trying to give him grace about that. Once he rests and gets an opportunity to talk to some of these people, hopefully they'll get it all sorted out. But as far as the mods go, Ellie and JWoww, not that I've ever needed mods. I don't have any subscribers hardly, but they're still mods on my channel. I still value them as people. I completely support Jay for backing them up and keeping them. I like the work Jay does with his protests. I have a lot of admiration for him. And yeah, I have a lot of admiration for DOA and all the work he does and dedicates. So I wish them both the best. I wish Selfless the best. I wish, oh gosh, my brain's not working. Gosh, why can't I think of her name? Austin, maybe someone can remind me. Pearl Snappy. I love Pearl Snappy. I love that she's feisty. I'm sorry she's in the middle of this and she's hurt too. And I hope for her the best. I want to see more of her. I love what she's doing. I love her dedication and her fire. So, I do want to one more quick shout out to actually a couple I should do, but to MLH, Mexican Longhair. I love him. He's amazing. He's done great things for this community. And for him to like be considered canceled now because he spoke up on behalf of the mods, I didn't like that at all. I mean, it didn't have to go down that way. People, again, all speaking out of their feels and their exhaustion and their stress. And if you unsub from him, give him another shot, sub back, learn who he is before you unsub from him. He's an amazing guy. He does a lot of great work. The things with Matthew the King is a little tougher. He could be a little aggressive, and that's not my style. However, that's his style, and who am I to tell him how to do? But I can understand at the encampment that wasn't going down as well. But I think it could have been handled better. They should have talked to him because I think he's a valuable member of this community and could have, and he was compassionate and passionate about the fight. And again, I'm speaking out of ignorance. I don't know what all went down. I don't know what all I don't know, but I had a lot of love and respect for Matt. You like MLH too? He came into a chat last night and asked if it was safe. I felt bad about that. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. He's such a good heart, and he's put a lot of hours in and a lot of fight into this, and he's done great work. So why is he suddenly canceled for backing up his friend or speaking out for the mods that are his mods? It's kind of petty and ridiculous. But one last thing, I keep saying one last thing, but one last thing. The thing he must feel alone. Aw. Yeah, I felt like I should try to reach out to him. A couple that I wanted to reach out for, I found that they didn't have email, so I couldn't just reach out to them. I did send an email and reached out to MD Media because I hadn't seen much of him. I know he was having issues with live streaming, and but I felt bad, and I wanted to let him know I'm still here. I'm just was taking a little break. I was in my feels a bit about the whole situation. I was just sad about it, upset. I know DOA said it shouldn't be sad, but it was sad. It was sad. Laura was crying. Laura was sad, so why shouldn't we be allowed to feel sad too, if that's how we felt about it? Okay, but the one thing that I wanted to mention, the last thing, when DOA pointed out the spray painting, he said they spray painted an electric transformer or something. That's actually not true. There's this in Venice Beach. It's actually a very famous tourist spot. You go there and people take pictures of the skateboarders. There's this skate park there, and they have this section that's solely dedicated for people to come spray paint and tag. And that's what they had spray painted. They had gone to Venice Beach that day and they had spray painted SPTV and they did some poses in front of it. They weren't just randomly vandalizing people's property or public property. It wasn't like that at all. And I totally understand the look of that. The look is like, oh my God, they're out there vandalizing and using the SPTV name. But that's not the case. It's a skate park where they allow taggers to come and spray paint. And it gives them an outlet so that they can tag something and create a work of art. And it's there for a week or two until someone else paints over it. And it's an outlet for them so that the people don't go out vandalizing private property or public property. So, but I can completely understand how that looked with being ignorant and unaware of the skate park and unaware that they have that section there at the beach where you're allowed to do that. You see spray painted art and you think vandalism. I mean, that's everyone's first thought. So I completely understand why he thought that. But for him to use that and call out Matthew the King and Jay as bad actors for having done that, it's like, no, you should have talked to them and gotten your facts straight first because that wasn't the case in that situation. And people say, they'll apologize when they're proven wrong. I haven't heard an apology about that, so maybe he doesn't know yet. But yeah, I hope he finds out and reconsiders some of the harshness. But I understand, again, like in the heat of the moment when you're already upset about a lot of things, and then you see that too, that would be enough to put you over the edge if you didn't know the situation about that. That would put me over the edge. I'd be like, okay, what's this effing bullshit now? I would have been pissed too. Anyway, I've been on an hour, guys. Thanks for joining me, rewriting history, so to speak. Much love. Be well. Bye.